Before borders, before names, before history was written, there was land. Vast, untamed, ancient. Forests stretched endlessly. Rivers carved the earth like veins. This was North America, 1500 years before Christ, long before cities, empires, or the idea of a new world. And yet, this land was not empty. It was alive, watched, understood, and inhabited by people who knew its rhythms better than any map ever could. They did not arrive with flags or armies. Their ancestors crossed ice, water, and time itself thousands of years earlier. By 1500 BC, these people had already become many nations, different languages, different beliefs, different ways of surviving. But all shared one truth: the land was not owned, it was respected. There was no iron, no steel, no machines. Tools were shaped from stone, bone, and wood. Every blade chipped by hand, every mistake costly. Survival depended on skill, memory, and cooperation. Knowledge was passed not through books, but through stories, hands, and watching elders work. Across open grasslands, hunters moved with patience. They tracked bison for days, reading broken grass, disturbed soil, shifting winds. One hunt could mean life or starvation. Nothing was wasted. Meat fed families. Hides became clothing and shelter. Bones turned into tools. Survival was a sacred contract. In dense forests, life followed different rules. Deer, elk, birds, and fish sustained communities. Traps were set carefully. Bows were crafted with precision. Children learned early how to listen, how to move silently, how to disappear into trees older than memory. Rivers were more than water. They were roads, trade routes, lifelines. Canoes carved from massive trees carried people, food, and ideas. Along these waters, tribes connected, exchanging tools, stories, and traditions long before the concept of trade empires. By 1500 BC, some communities began planting crops: corn, squash, beans. Farming changed everything. Settlements grew. Food became more reliable. Time was freed for art, ceremony, and thought. This was not primitive living, this was innovation. Women were not silent figures. They were farmers, healers, leaders, decision makers. They control food, medicine, and family lineage in many cultures. Survival depended on them. Civilization grew through their knowledge. Shelters reflected the land. Longhouses in forests, pit houses in colder regions, skin tents on the plains. Homes were temporary by design, built to move with seasons, animals, and survival needs. Permanence was not strength, adaptability was. Fire was everything. Warmth, protection, cooking, light. Stories were told in its glow. Decisions were made beside it. Fire connected generations, night after night, season after season. Clothing was crafted from animal hides, plant fibers, and sinew. Every stitch mattered. Decoration held meaning, status, achievements, spiritual protection. Nothing was worn without purpose. History lived in voices. Elders were living libraries. Stories preserved law, morals, and memory. Forgetting was dangerous. Remembering was survival. There was no separation between the physical and the spiritual. Animals were teachers, mountains were ancestors. The earth was alive and watching. Seasonal rituals marked time. Harvests, hunts, births, deaths. Ceremonies strengthened unity and reminded communities of their place in the universe. Shells, stones, obsidian, pigments, materials traveled hundreds of miles. Trade created relationships, not wealth. Trust mattered more than possession. Life was not always peaceful. Conflicts arose over land, resources, and honor. Weapons were simple, but consequences were permanent. Medicine came from plants, rituals, and experience. Healers understood the body through observation, not textbooks. Many of their remedies still influence modern medicine today. Time was measured by stars, seasons, and migration patterns. Life moved slower, but awareness was sharper. This was not a beginning. It was a mature world, thriving, balanced, and deeply connected to the land.